A day for the history books is done and dusted in Portugal as MotoGP bikes lapped around the Autódromo Internacional do Algarve for the very first time. No fewer than 22 riders were on track throughout the day, with full-time Premier Class riders lapping on stock machinery for track familiarisation, whilst test riders, plus Aprilia's Aleix Espargaro, able to tackle Portimao on MotoGP machinery. And at the end of the day, it was Aprilia Racing Team Gresini's Aleix Espargaro who was at the top of the timesheets. Aprilia being the only factory to still hold concessions allowed to test today, and the Spaniard put it to good use by setting the new fastest ever two-wheeled Portimao lap a quarter of a second under Jonathan Rea's World Superbike lap record. His Aprilia teammate Bradley Smith was a second adrift in second place as the Noale factory got some valuable data for the RSGP 20 ahead of the final round of 2020. Ducati's Michele Pirro was the only man to set his fastest lap of the day in the morning session when the track was slightly dirtier, with the Italian ending up 1.5 seconds behind Espargaro's time. Stefan Bradl started 5 days of back-to-back riding as the German closed the day fourth on the timesheets before finishing up his testing duties tomorrow and then heading to Le Mans for the French GP3 practice on Friday. KTM's Dani Pedrosa was 2.2 seconds adrift of Espargaro as the three-time world champion had his first visit to the Portuguese circuit. The same couldn't be said for Sylvain Guintoli though, as the former world SBK champion familiarised himself with Portimao once again, a 10th adrift of Pedrosa on his full factory Suzuki. The timesheets were rounded out by Yamaha's Jorge Lorenzo, with a 5-time world champion finally able to ride a MotoGP bike again for the first time since Sepang in early February. When it comes to our full-time MotoGP riders, only 3 flashed up on the timing screens. Monster and Yamaha's Maverick Vinales was fastest on his Yamaha R1M thanks to a 1:43.699, with Portugal's home hero Miguel Oliveira a second adrift in second. Fellow 2020 race winner Brad Binder was third fastest of the MotoGP riders and was only a 10th behind the Red Bull KTM Tech Trois man. 2021 Petronas Yamaha SRT riders Valentino Rossi and Franco Morbidelli arrived a little bit late, but both the Doctor and the San Marino Grand Prix winner were able to get some laps in during the morning session. Andrea Dovizioso and Danilo Petrucci were out on a Superleggera V4, whilst Jack Miller was riding a Ducati Panigale V4R, with them all admitting that the Algarve track might be a challenge for the Bologna Bullets. Suzuki pair Alex Rins and Joan Mir were also in attendance, and both were on board the Suzuki GSX-R 1000, with both believing the blue brand could gel with Portimao quite nicely. Repsol Honda Team's Alex Marquez had an RC213VS at his disposal as he got to grips with the 4.7km roller coaster. Check out MotoGP.com to get the thoughts of your favourite Premier Class riders after their first taste of Portimao, plus mark your diaries now ahead of the final round of the 2020 MotoGP World Championship, the Portuguese Grand Prix, on November 22nd.